The time has come to dethrone our former master. What we do next, we do for the sake of all the Shadowlands.
Hello.
Hello.
Dorcho, why are you not accepting the invite?
I have many lucky doos you like. Good fortune to our friends.
Bet they paid for it like Shamil did.
If you only paid for one boss, imagine. You have to pay for the whole.
Do we have a Bravada? Should have a Bravada. Not online. He said he was working before the raid, but
I can bother him if you want.
no, he said last night on Discord.
He was online today,
I
actually.
think
So.
it was. Yeah, we did a dungeon for like.
Fashionably late.
If he's online in Battle.net.
Yeah, he just went online in Battle.net.
Okay, he's not AFK anymore. I think he is a coming.
I have many, many wares.
Ollie. He's not on here. Are you dead, Shay?
Demo swap lastar den. Good man, good man.
We got all our range back today.
Yeah, I was looking at the numbers on the sign-ups. It's like, oh yeah, not just me. I said what I said. Just there was very little ranged last Thursday.
Switch to melee then.
Fucking won't.
Hey Hobbs.
Well, they don't count as ranged, might as well.
No, you saw the mechanics. DPS.
Sorry. Just turn on push to talk.
It's just a cough in my ears.
We get it, you've got COVID. Click these.
Too slow, whoever that was.
must drive them back, my prince. You are the key to victory, mortals. Go, strike down the one who has betrayed us all.
Look, Remonia. These daring mortals have persevered through every obstacle put before them. It seems we have little choice but to surrender.
I have a better idea, Master. Let me carve them up instead.
Now there's a thought. We could flay these petulant, small-minded creatures and use their bones to pave the path for our ascension. Oh, what to do, what to do.
Please, Master! It's been so long since I cut into living flesh. Let me skewer them, slice them, slash them, vivisect them, cut ribbons from their...
Can she
Pace yourself, Remonia. Rushing one's work is so unflattering. I shall assist our guests with their atonement. Once they have repented, I will permit you to rend their bodies and send their souls screaming into the maw.
Talking and stuff.
Turn your voice is funny.
Called mute, and you'll be on it soon enough. So we're going to do the tactic the way we did last time, which is we'll tank the boss on the world markers with half the raid on each side of him. World markers are rough positions, we may move them after the first pull. Hopefully you'll remember from Thursday, but a quick recap. We start with 5 stacks, we need to lose by getting hit by his frontal cleave, which is why the tanks will taunt and swap in to turn him around. So groups 1, 3 and 5 will be to the left of the marker, and groups 2 and 4 will be to the right of the marker as we currently look at it. The tanks will be marked so that we know who we're stacking up on. And we nuke him down. When we get hit, it'll be adds to kill. They need to die as soon as possible because there's raid damage until 70%. At 70%, phase 2, we all fall down and we need to go to the northern part of the room. Please, tanks, because the ads should be on the platform with us then. We all roughly remember phase 2, hopefully. We dodge the shit, and we dodge shit, and we carry on dodging shit until we kill him to 40%. But the priority is killing the ads. If you get debuffs or circles on you, run away from the raid, but not too far away. Dodge the sword as it comes through. Phase 2, what else we got? So the ads need to die. Tanks taunt after every wrecking pain, give or take. And when he yoinks you into the middle, or into him rather, run away through the nearby mirror, because you'll be tanked by a mirror. Dodge swords, that's pretty much it. At 40% we go into phase 3. We stay downstairs for phase 3, we just lose access to the mirrors, and it's very, very similar to phase 1 in that he will cover a third of the room at a time, which is our hard enrage, because once we run out of room, we're dead. Nice and easy, same thing again. He will do knockbacks in phase 3. Don't think he does them in phase 2. So when he goes to do shattering pain, we need to make sure that you don't get knocked off the platform. And when he pulls you to him, again, run away. Just won't have the mirrors to do it this time. And spread out with the red circles. That's pretty much it. It's a simple-ish fight. We just got to get used to it. Boop, did you grab feasts?
Yeah, feasts and cauldrons.
Sweet.
Can you repeat the groups? Are they tied to a tank?
Yes, 1, 3 and 5 are tied to Kel. 2 and 4 are tied to Rolana. Demo, you're in group 2 with Rolana. Should be 2 healers per tank group. Hobbs, you got the bigger group because you've got Spirit Link. Should you drop it? Going to swap Daughter and Yoria. So Yoria, you're in group 1 now. Daughter, you're in group 2. Eat up, grab a flask. If you have them, cover your weapons in oil. Everyone grab the flask.
Can we get some cookies?
Okay.
guys do? Is it how the set phase work with Bloodlust?
Ren, would you mind just popping out with Longboy, please?
It would be phase 3 bush, but will sort of depend on how the phases are going. I mean, phase 1 shouldn't be that difficult. It is a DPS check because we need to have... Oh, I say DPS check. It's not really a DPS check, but it is. So we need to get him to 70% before he covers all 3 sections of the room. But we can't get there too quick that we have 3 or more stacks. So balance and act. So Bloodlust wouldn't help us in this phase. Phase 2, quite a lot of movement, whereas phase 3 there is movement but not as much. So it'll likely be 40%.
Phase 3 starts 40%, right?
Yep. We might delay it a bit until we get, you know, 1/3 of the room covered. We'll sort of see how the raid is going, but...
Could you get a new stone up for Jack?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry.
You should be.
My mum's a teacher and she's just had a master case in a class, so she's been trying to track and trace while
Fun.
so I took her cooking dinner. We're trying to burn the house down. And spilled oil everywhere at the tube fryer.
Wait, let's see.
Wow, but that's really delayed.
Who's picking up the Denathrius person?
Probably me.
You're getting tricked.
Okay.
Can I get assist, please, guys?
You can. Oh, I can't. Mark has to do it.
Ah, yeah. My Castle Nathria week orders released 15 versions out to date.
Yeah, I just got that. So I'm just gonna have to
-7. Also, guys, at one point you need to make Raz's rogue his main.
Oh, it was.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You will answer for your arrogance.
Okay, we're going to start at green.
Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
Please face him up and down the room. Kill those ants.
My rule cannot be challenged. Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Pain cleanses the soul.
Ads.
Right. Okay.
High energy.
My rule cannot be challenged.
About to lose a third of the room. Get the ads down, guys. All the cleave.
Grimoria, rid my castle of these pests.
Out of that third, over to nipple.
I'll carve
Stay
them
in your
into
groups.
itty-bitty pieces.
We got both tanks together there, I think.
Pain cleanses the soul.
Ads.
Oh, bollocks.
My rule cannot be challenged. Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay.
Is there a reason I'm not getting hit by that fucking dart?
Confess your sins, lest they consume
There we go. Still got 4 dots. Fantastic.
High energy.
They're ads out, guys. They need to die.
Demonia, rid my castle of these pests.
Yes.
I'll carve them into itty pieces.
Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
Finally.
Spread.
My rule cannot be challenged.
Right.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Confess your sins, lest they consume you. It is time you remember
there's the
your
face, so we can
place,
get to there easy
mortals.
enough.
Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a merciful end.
Right, now, north side, and there should be 2 ads on the platform. I didn't get ported down, so I can't see what's going on. Oh, there I am.
Servants, remove this refuse from my sight.
Ads.
Yeah, that is enough. Good.
I will cut you down.
Avoid.
You were never my equal.
Trying to see some of the stacks here is awful as hell. Alright, Rack and Pain needs to be faced out, hopefully towards the ads, but because they take the damage from it as well. All range should be targeting the ads on the platforms. And run through the mirror with that, or away if you can't get to it.
Avoid.
Move out with the circles, the same as phase 1.
High energy.
I will cut you down. Demonia, massacre these whelps.
No, we didn't need to move them back there. Dodge the swords. They do target a player for the beam, so if you're not stacked, it is easier to dodge.
I will cut you down.
What the fuck is Impale do again?
Shadows consume you.
Run away from the boss, through the mirror if you can.
Devoted apostles,
And then
handle this
after
filth.
he drops off the Racking Pain, back through the mirror. Oh, the Cabals are there.
I
Never mind,
will
kill them.
cut you down.
Avoid.
Fucking hell.
High energy.
Your defiant
Got the red
Demonia
circles to run out in
carve
a second.
screams
And we
from
have
their
the
flesh.
sword coming through the middle.
Scream
demo.
for me.
You can't, never mind.
You will perish.
Run away from it, through the mirror.
Avoid.
Same thing again, aim the frontal away
I
towards the
will
ads.
cut you down.
But that's it, that's phase 2 for those that are still alive.
Yeah, that's
Avoid. High energy.
There's no way of dropping stacks here.
I will cut you down.
Ideally, we should have one, maybe no stacks coming into this phase.
Demonia, massacre these whelps.
It should do. It's taking.
Feast upon
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is getting hit by me.
We're going.
I will cut you down.
Right, it should, in theory, move everything around to a corner because there's 2 ads on the platform over there. Never mind.
Jump off. There we go.
Avoid.
But I wanted a big bush.
Also with the Impale we have to
Your
run out,
rebellion
got that and try to stick
is at
together
an
so it doesn't go off onto other many people. Right?
I don't know, I
Yes.
forgot what that was called halfway through.
It's
In the second phase you get targeted.
it's basically a sword that flies through the, or a boomerang, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, there shouldn't be people in a line between those players at that time.
Weirdly, it's not on that recap sheet that I was using for a quick reference.
Yeah, I just want to hate on the video, that's why.
What were you saying, Cal?
Do you have any respect tomes, or do I have to teleport out?
Wait, I have one.
I have one on me.
Your pride will be
If we could not fall.
Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
The Kabbalists leave a permanent dot. Is it not worth pulling the boss to the two on the side? Like there's a middle on each side of the room. Because we went from 2 stacks to 6 because they respawn.
Kill the tomes, thank you.
So what happens is that the ads spawn on the platform. They need to get cleaved down, and we need to be aiming the boss to hit his frontal at the ads on the side. But there were more ads on the platform. I just couldn't tell which way around was which because of the way I was dead.
Yeah, we move I think left or right, so we kill all ads on the platform, and the 4 outside of the platform have to be killed by a ranger, I think.
Yeah.
They also leave the.
That's why I said the range needs to be killing the ads on the platform, as well as the boss cleave to it. So yeah, range have to focus on the 2 ads that are not on the platform with us. Melee need to be targeting or focusing on the ads that are on the platform with the boss and us.
3 of us died in the very first phase from the feeding time, and we went into the air phase with no health. So just
Try. Yeah, we might
Try
need to
to crowd right before it starts.
There are cooldowns for that.
I popped what I could, but it takes you down to like 10% health. So
It's due to the amount of dots that we have, right? So the more people that have 4 dots, for instance, the more damage we're going to take when he does that air phase. So that's why we need to get losing the dots crisp. Right? That's the part we need to focus on. I missed a few of them. I had far too many stacks when I shouldn't have had. So yeah, it's something we need to work on. The frontal cleave or cone is not as wide as I thought it was. And yes, we can start on blue, Cal.
It's more like a beam.
Talking about one price that only is depending on how many stacks each person has.
It's based on how many people in the raid have the same amount of stacks as you. So if everyone has 5 stacks, it does more damage. If everyone has staggered stacks on it as opposed to it doesn't.
You sure they do works like that? Because
Yes,
That's how it works. Yeah.
I was checking the journal and I didn't see it in the journal.
Well, the journal is often bad at explaining mechanics.
Yeah.
If we all have 5 stacks, we wipe. That's basically the gist of it.
And if you have 3 or more stacks when he does the phase change, you die because you will not make it to the middle after the knockback. We are not gonna practice cheesing it. Just drop the stacks, please. I don't want people to rely on cheesing it in case they do something that changes that mechanic. They likely won't, but let's not rely on it.
Zini said his house is falling down, so I think he just needs to check his chimney or whatever.
Anyone else noticed that the cleansing paint not doing that much damage? Is that just healers instant healing everyone?
It's not meant to be honest. It's what you use to get rid of the stacks.
It's the full damage that does the raid damage, not the cleansing pain itself.
You say Zini's house is falling down, are we going to expect him back?
I don't know. He literally said in slash say like 2 minutes ago that his chimney's rumbling again, so he needs to go check it. But I don't think anyone saw it.
I did not.
She's that's what I was talking about. Like, 3 of us went into that air phase with no health because, yeah.
Those are the red circles that you move out with. It's just a case of getting used to the mechanic. That's all. We can get it. try and get a better eye on the markers this time around to reposition after this. But yeah, starting on blue, mate.
Nice.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your pride will be your downfall.
Oh, my abilities are in the wrong.
Pain cleanses the soul.
Adds.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
How did I lose 2? I only started with 4, didn't I?
Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
High energy.
Ramonia, exterminate this vermin.
I move green.
Oh, I'll splatter them across your walls.
Pain cleanses the soul.
It's such a
Adds.
Your vanity will cost you everything.
Make sure you stacked up in a line with Rulana, not off to the sides, guys, because that's a very narrow arrow.
I can't. I couldn't see where he was facing.
High energy.
Just stack on Rulana, mate, and you'll get your stacks.
Ramonia, rid my castle of these pests.
With the nipple.
I'll carve them into itty-bitty pieces.
Confess your sins, lest they consume
Spread.
you. It is time you remembered your place, mortals.
And we got there a bit early. Right, some people have still got 3 stacks.
On your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a merciful end.
There's people standing off to the side and not stacking like they should be. Remember, we're going north.
Servants, remove this refuse from my sight.
All kills people as well.
Scream for me!
Range, remember, you're taking out the Kabbalist on the side.
Avoid.
Impales, if you get targeted by that, try and get to the middle of the room, please. Everybody else be to the other side of the boss. Towards the mirror, ready for the run to that.
Shadows consume you!
Mirror.
Avoid. 3. High energy.
Scream for me!
Yes.
Right, we can move him back through to carry on killing the Kabbalist on the other side.
Massacre these whelps.
Oh, we got a sword coming though.
Scream for me!
Avoid.
If you got Impale, get towards the middle, just outside. Perfect.
Shadows consume you! Devoted apostles, handle this filth!
Stay where we are because we've got Kabbalist coming here now.
Scream for me!
Avoid. 3. High energy.
Range, let's take down Skull, please.
Ramonia, carve screens from their flesh.
Lasers, watch out.
Scream for me! shadows consume you!
Avoid.
Scream for me!
Good, now we can focus on either of them.
How be drinking?
Avoid. High energy.
I will cut you down.
Dim.
Memoria, carve screams.
Oh, we got one
from
Cabalist
their
left, but we
flesh.
should be able to get that in a minute.
Cabal!
Let's go through the mirror and take out the last Cabalist. Laura bit.
You will perish together.
Go through the fucking mirror. Sorry.
Avoid.
Let's kite round to the side. That's it. Perfect.
Your defiance is ended. I will cut you down.
Both
Yeah.
You will perish
Just
together.
die. That was a really good go, guys. I
energy.
don't know whether we were slow on the Cabalists or whether they would spawn no matter what. I don't know.
Memoria, carve screams from their flesh.
Yeah, I think it's about timing. If we pushed them a little bit earlier, then we would have had that.
Is at an end.
Yeah, I have an idea. I was stuck on something. My character just wasn't moving during the blood phase, and even when I used my grappling hook, it did nothing. So
I don't think any movement. Yeah, there's no speed ups. There's no grappling hooks during that phase at all.
yeah, I was pressing W and I just wasn't moving at all. So I have no idea.
Yeah, sorry, Hobbs. I know I'm running out of your healing rain and shit like that to try and get the ads on the side, but I'll try and be better positioned for that. That was a really good pull. For Hobbs' healing, it's better if we're stacked, so stack as much as you can, obviously. I'm not sure I want to say it, but let's try Bloodlust in phase 2 when we get down. Let's burn those Cabalists off and then see how well we do. When they're dead, focus Denathrius, ignore the sword. I know they share a health pool, it doesn't really matter which one we kill, but he phase changes at 40%, so we might as well just burn him.
What's the ability called that we move through the mirror for in phase 2?
Terrible with ability names. Yeah.
It's called shit on the floor.
No, I just want to set up
It's
timers for it.
literally after he pulls us in. DPM or Bigwigs definitely tells you he's about to cast it.
Yeah, I want to set the timer for it and I can't find it. There's so many. I thought you remembered.
I do not. I am terrible with ability names. Give me a sec. That's it. Hand of Destruction.
Thank you.
I'm still trying to connect. It's got the same issue as yesterday.
Yeah, 9. Where's that gone? There it is. Oh, no Chris in the stream. Right, there were people that should... You need to stack on the tanks. I know it's difficult when we have to move around in this first phase, but find your tank and stack on him. And I don't mean stand off to the side 10 yards out. I know when we get picked up and slammed down, we get pushed back as well. You need to stack back up on your tank. That line is so narrow for the racking pain to clear the... Not racking pain, the cleansing pain to clear your stack, that it's just not worth it. It is, Shamil, yeah.
It's also that the ads spawn further away if you get hit further away from the boss, so that we have to all run away from the boss.
Do you like it?
So basically what we want is everyone stack on one person, not an inch away.
On your person, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Like Kukulan and Kel, depending on the group.
Yeah.
Should be easy to see now. Try and smoke some not grey and red for the room.
Go on second phase. I'll take boss first, and after after every racking pain, we have to taunt because those are messed up. But yeah, like we get the same debuff the cultists get, we get, so we're getting hammered when we take that debuff.
Okay, the people that died at the start of phase 2 did not reach the middle, so...
they'll die.
Yeah, I thought it was the fall damage, but...
No, you don't take any.
If you don't... I saw a debuff that says you're unworthy, and then if you fall, you die.
Which is essentially not making it to the middle, mate. But yes, you are silenced before you go into it.
Cool. I don't know if you want to take like left side, I'll take right side for the cultists, then we just taunt him across like that. Then we don't have to run up and down as well.
So it's every racking pain, not every 4 or 5 stacks of carnage.
Yeah,
That's what I was going on.
Every racking pain, yeah, because the racking pain increases our damage taken by 30% for 24 seconds.
If I read it right though, he does that every 20 seconds, but the debuff lasts 24, but that might be old data.
Well, we can just see how it goes.
Yeah.
If I get a double stack after taunting back from Carl, then I'll just hold it longer until his debuff drops.
Cool. Alright guys.
But I'm ready, man.
I'm back now. Finally managed to lock back in.
Alright, there is food down. Make yourself eaten.
Yeah, don't have food, but I'll survive, I guess.
Who ate the table?
Yeah, table gone. That was a really good second pull, guys. We can do this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You will answer for your arrogance. Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
Got those ads. Good job.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay.
Right, get stacked back up on Reliner as quickly as you can.
Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
I believe we just teleported onto me.
Get the ads. Ads need to die.
High energy.
Everyone in my group moved back behind me.
My rule cannot be challenged. Ramonia, exterminate this vermin.
Move to green.
Oh, I'll splatter them across your walls.
Get on the nipple if you're Kel's group.
Pain cleanses the soul.
Ads.
That's much better.
Spread.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Pain cleanses the soul.
Ads.
High energy.
It's going to cover the room in a sec.
Ramonia, exterminate this vermin.
Get on your nipple if you're Kel's group. He's going to cast it soon.
Pain cleanses the soul.
Ads.
Spread.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. It is time you remembered your place, mortals.
Who's that?
Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a merciful end.
Don't run right into the middle. There is a safe space to stand in. Alright, let's get into position. Where the two ads spawn.
From my sight.
There we go. And then more bloodlust. Please.
I will cut you down.
Avoid.
cut you down. You will perish together.
Can we get a roar, please? Tap.
Avoid. High energy. Avoid.
Scream for me! Lemuria, carve screams from their flesh.
Try to stack up as much as you can. Loosely stack though.
Mirror.
Shadows consume you!
Oh, what the?
Can we grab a roar?
I got full roll.
Oh.
Devoted apostles, handle this filth!
Are they don't be right on the edge? Because when
I
that
will
pool comes,
cut you down.
he pulls very far.
One.
Both tanks are dead, must have someone else.
High energy. Avoid.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, jump off.
Never mind.
Alright, so don't be right on the edge then. Got it.
Yeah.
So the annoying thing about this I've just learned is that if you taunt someone
cut you down. Your rebellion.
But lands basically into you, so you have to kind of back up a little bit, otherwise it's like on top of you, which is really irritating.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed that from the first, from our first taunt off of you. When you spawned the edge, you took a step back, and I taunted and fucking teleported behind you.
Yeah, it's quite annoying that.
Two ways of looking at that, I suppose. Right, I'm gonna just gonna move that green marker back a bit, guys. It's not that we're quite on it, but not that far away from it either.
Unless we don't do like from side to side, and we should just walk him across. That way, positioning might be easier, and we don't blink him around the room.
Yeah, I mean the ad behind me was dead before I even taunted him, to be honest, so it didn't make much difference him being one side to the other.
Yeah, then I think let's just stay on him and then turn him accordingly and move him to whichever side they do.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, make sure you eat the food. We got this phase down. Phase 1 is going really, really well. I've moved the green marker just so it's a little bit further away from the red shit. Or the first third of the room.
I'm crossed now apparently, so my group's down on cross.
What made you cross?
Just hoping that this doesn't get removed by the boss every time. No, that's
again now.
Make sure you're on your sides.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your pride will be your downfall.
Frick. Rolana are moving back to the blue marker a bit after when you
cleanses the soul.
Ads.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Pain cleanses the soul.
Ads.
High energy.
Cremonia, rid my castle of these pests.
Oh, I've moved green a bit far. Fuck it.
I'll
Stop there, Kel.
pieces.
Cool. Stack on nipple if that's your group, don't be off to the sides.
Lest they consume you.
Spread.
Did you think you could win?
I'll raise your area in a second.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Pain cleanses the soul.
Ads.
Move out
High
if you've got
energy.
feeding time, thank you.
Did you think you could win? Ramonia, exterminate this
Dodge.
vermin.
Move, move, move.
Oh, I'll splatter them across your walls.
Pain cleanses the soul.
Ads.
Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay.
Phase change as well.
It is time you remembered your place, mortals. Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a merciful end. Servants, remove this refuse from my sight.
Ads.
Just do one last.
Yeah, please. Range kill skull first.
Cut you down.
Avoid.
I will cut you down. Shadows consume you.
Mirror, can we get a roar, please?
Avoid. High energy.
Back through the mirror.
Scream for me.
Finish off that last ad. If it's not already dead.
Lemuria, carve screams from their flesh.
Alright, good job. Now we can just focus him.
I will cut you
Avoid.
down.
3.
10 seconds.
Shadows consume
Through
you.
the mirror.
Devoted apostles, handle this filth.
Ah, the ads.
Scream for me.
Range, take down
Avoid.
skull. Just got debuffed.
High
Oh, it
energy.
didn't, but never mind.
Lemuria, massacre these whelps. I will cut you down. You will perish together.
Through the mirror.
I'm going through then coming back.
Wait for the circles to drop off though.
Avoid. 2.
There we go. Or the impale rather.
Avoid.
Alright, skull to go.
Avoid. High energy.
Scream for me.
Dead.
Hands down.
Lemuria, massacre these whelps. Cabal, feast upon these meddlers.
You son of a bitch. Right, we got ones on the corner,
cut you
around the
down.
side. That's really poor English. Let's run around the edge.
Perish together.
After the mirror.
Avoid.
There's 2 ads on the side. Oh yeah, there are. Just those 2. Skull.
Avoid.
Scream for me.
Yeah, I know.
You will perish
Through
together.
the mirror.
High energy.
And skull.
Lemuria, carve screams from their flesh. Scream for me.
Here's about the phase change. So we'll see what this is
Avoid.
about to do to us.
Andrik.
Transition.
Get into the middle.
Have been
About to lose mirrors. The ads should come in, I think.
Restraint, even courtesy.
There we go.
Yet
Kill the
you
ads.
continue to provoke my
They're good as
wrath.
well.
Very
No.
well. You drop to heel.
Right, and yeah, watch out for the knockback. So try to be in the middle. If you've got those circles, step away from the raid. Tanks, I think you get that knockback as well.
Rule and on. Don't get him to the middle.
Don't or do?
Don't.
No.
Still need to get away from the explosion.
That's the knockback. I don't think we should have them too
High
close to the side with that knockback.
You are broken.
Dim.
My reign is
Just like
everlasting.
during these things, just Gaz with the instructions, and we can talk about it afterwards. No point confusing
No.
each other with instructions.
Brought to heel.
Right, so he should be tanked just about in the middle like he is there, in the middle of each section. We'll get moved around by abilities like that anyway, that we have to run away from.
Brought to heel.
Is it not better to have him, like you see where the
High
red
energy.
dots are,
No.
the cross that it makes? Like having him line with that so they get knocked out, but you get knocked backwards. Whereas the middle where the big AoE is,
Yeah, so
Spread.
roughly where I am. Oh, I'm dead. But you see the third of the room that he's going to do, so he's going to split it like that for us anyway. So if you're standing in roughly the middle, whether you scot left or right, at least you'll be out of it.
But you're going to have enough space to get out of the big AoE.
Just dive folk into the red.
Yeah, you'll have enough space. You should have enough space.
You need to be further than just outside of the graphics for that.
High energy.
People run out of the graphics from that explosion and
Your
died anyway.
rebellion
It's proximity based.
Also, during the second phase, can the tanks not tank the boss too close to the sides? Because when they pulled us in, I walked off by accident because we were so close to the edge.
Then you should have taken a second to reset yourself. I appreciate what you're saying, Rem, but if there's a yank mechanic, you need to be sure of which way you're facing and running. I do appreciate completely what you're saying, mate, but if you're in the middle of the platform, it shouldn't be that bad for you, should it?
Yeah,
there
but
a
I was
reason?
literally on the edge, pulled in, literally pulled into the edge of the where we are, and that's why one misstep and was down.
There's a specific reason why it's tanked on the edge.
So they can hit the ads on the edges on the side. They can direct them in that.
Well, I just moved to the edge, that way, well, not on the edge, but close to the edge, so that Billy and that don't get smashed by the thing as well, because they all take increased damage and the damage from the hit, and it's just easier to position. So I walk to the edge, position, and I stand still. But I'm trying not to be right on the edge, because of last time being pulled off.
Take a debuff when the boss does a move.
Yes.
Yeah, when he does that big hit, you take damage, and then you take percentage increased damage as well.
And we're trying to hit the ads on the side with it, because we
And
can't
not
all
the road.
DPS in.
That makes more sense now. So at first I was like, surely you'd want to just keep him with the other ads and cleave it and let the range just deal with the thingies, but if there's a debuff, it's fine.
Can we get a feasty down, please? Alright, there is plenty of avoidable damage we could be dodging, so please make sure that you're only taking unavoidable damage. Putting down new cookies for those of you that have used them. No, it's live, but
How do you mean? Yeah, but we're tanking the sword, and then when he says cut them to whatever's, that's when it ports out and starts doing the laser shit. But otherwise, it's tanked either me or Alana, depending on
He's talking about the Impale where DPS have to run out and it does like an AoE damage around them. And I'm not sure if it's live from where it comes, like from the basically tank position, so I don't know if it does any hits.
It seemed to move, but that might have just been my screen.
So if people are doing good at getting out of the raid, standing in the line between the security and tank and the people. So if it's live as soon as it leaves the spawn, you'll get hit by it.
But this is why I said that everyone should be on the between the gate and the boss unless they have Impale. I appreciate ranged are killing the ads, I get that. But all melee should be absolutely between the boss and the gate at all times. There's no need for a melee to be anywhere else unless they get targeted by Impale, in which case, yeah, move towards the middle. Alright. Oh, yeah.
We lost Rem again.
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Boop.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
Cool. Let's go.
Right, I'm gonna run in before I hit him because otherwise he just ports to me, which is really annoying.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You will answer for your arrogance. Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
Guys, thank you.
Your vanity will cost you everything. Confess your sins, lest they consume you.
Spread. High energy.
Gonna lose a third of the room now.
Grimonia, rid my castle of these pests.
I'll carve them into itty pieces.
Pain cleanses the soul. Your hubris amassed a debt you cannot pay. Pain cleanses the soul.
Ads.
Spread. High energy.
Alright, he's gonna cover the room now.
Grimonia, exterminate this vermin.
Oh, I'll splatter them across your walls.
Pain cleanses the soul. It is time you remembered your place, mortals. Crawl to me on your knees. Surrender, and I will grant you a merciful end.
I will do, babes, yeah.
Servants, remove this refuse from
Save
my
Bloodlust.
sight.
Sorry, I meant to say that earlier. Range kill Skull.
I will cut you down.
Avoid.
I will cut you
Get ready
down.
for the yoink.
Shadows consume you.
back through after it drops. There's the Impale. Impale, stay there. Everybody else back through the mirror.
Scream for me! Remonia, massacre these whelps!
Ooh, that's tight.
Scream for me!
Avoid 3.
You will perish together! Devoted apostles,
beat me through it.
handle this filth!
Range on Skull.
Avoid. High energy. Dance. Move.
Wait for the Impale, and then Impale stay here, everybody else
Avoid.
can run back. Range finish off that side Kabbalist.
Avoid. High energy. Dance.
Focus on him, the Kabbalist will port to the middle in a second.
Move.
Ooh.
Transition.
I'm dead. I'll get you up in a sec. You're up. Focus on Skull.
Knock. Spread.
Stay away from people in circles. Once those two are dead, we'll move them across to the other side of the room. We have another red circle soak and a shatter in pain coming out in 3 seconds. Watch out for that.
Do you want
Knock.
Not yet. Stay out of the
High
red
energy.
circles. Alright, that last ad, and then we'll Bloodlust Hobbs, yeah?
Oh, I did it, sorry.
Oh.
Dance.
Alright, watch out for swords.
Knock.
Oh, you dickhead. Try to stack up the healing now, when he moves back.
Move.
Away from the ship.
Right to the edges, guys, right to the edges.
Alright, keep him there. Don't run
High
him back to the middle.
energy. Knock.
Dead.
You're up.
Dodge.
Get away from that, that's one room going. Or one section. Alright, so that's how you do it. Alright, be quite in tight close to him because he will do a knockback,
Knock.
he'll end up in the ship. Lovely.
Spread. High energy. Dance. Knock.
Watch out for the sword, we're all quite stacked.
Taunt this. Thank you.
Sorry, I got knocked away.
Move.
Any rules? Wonderful. Perfect with those circles. Moving back to where he was. Ooh, after the pain. Wonderful.
High energy.
Roaming.
Malachite's down.
Gonna lose some of the room, I think. Yep, move.
Knock.
Basically, this is it. We have to kill him here. Stand in the AoE heals. Nice spirit link.
Spread.
Any self-healing you have is awesome right now.
High energy.
Hey!
Hey! Nice, guys.
Fuck you, Bish.
Whew, congrats, guys.
Easy.
In fairness, yeah. But it is normal.
Never heard that one before.
We can't race yet.
Fucking hell.
Still
look,
in
floating
combat.
Christmas hats.
Yeah, I've noticed that on a few bosses now.
And he's 2 little hats for his horns as well.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone think that's one of the easiest last bosses of a raid so far in the last 4 or 5 expansions?
No.
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 I don't know, I died twice.
You've not done this all.
It's also only normal.
But that didn't seem that trivial for normal.
Grats on looters. Jesus Christ, how many legendaries dropped?
All of them.
I think everyone gets a legendary off the last boss.
Yeah.
Good God, smart.
Yep, grats.
Did you get your
Thank you.
Oh, go and grab that.
No.
You're not allowed it. I've got told you.
That's dead. Well, good night then.
Save your quest that you got for tomorrow after the reset.
Won't count, I don't think.
We'll have the anime.
Yeah, I'm up for trying heroic. Gaz,
From what
what
I've
you
done
say?
so far, the first 2 bosses are like easy. Like really easy.
If you talk to Renathel, you can teleport back. We were going to go for a look for an early night, purely because some people weren't even meant to be here. So do a ready check. I'll tell you what, if you don't want to stick around,